It's a nice Sunday afternoon, so I'm out for a walk. I thought this is a good time to talk about Everesting and the 5 mistakes that I've identified that if you make, may make you fail. So, you want to Everest? You want that coveted jersey? You want to be in the Hall of Fame? You want to walk with a limp for a week? Well, if you do any of these 5 things, you may not make it. I'm going to start with number 5 and finish with the most important one, number 1. So stay tuned to the end, because that last one, if you get that wrong, you're not going to make it. Anyway, number 5, get your nutrition right. Now, normally, I put this as number 1 for races. Nutrition's super important. But since this isn't a race, your intensity level is going to be really low. And you can probably eat whatever you want, within reason. I mean, you wouldn't want anything too greasy or, I probably wouldn't go for a cheese pizza or a steak or a hamburger. But you're not going to have to rely on isotonic gels and, normal endurance fuels for your fueling. A hot meal, something good, is really going to raise your spirits and make you feel great. When I Everested a few weeks ago, I think the highlight of it was when we got that hot meal. Besides finishing, of course. Number 4, get a friend, get a support crew, get a Sherpa. Get someone who's going to come there and help you out. This guy or girl will order your food. We'll take pictures of you. We'll send messages to your friends and family telling them you're still all right. Or if you're not all right, they'll save you. They'll take you, to the hospital. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But you need someone there to look after you. Number 3, check out the course in advance. Now, you're going to want to go down there, look at the course before you go on it. Make sure that you know the ins and outs of what you're getting into, where the steep parts are, where the corners are, if there's anything where, that's dangerous, like a pothole or a slippery manhole cover if it's wet, stuff like that. Make sure you know your course. But this also comes back to the main training principle of specificity. Train on the course you're going to be on. Mistake number 2, not checking out the Everesting.cc or Hills 500 website in advance. See if the place where you want to Everest has been Everested on before. See which segment they're using. See how many laps they've done. See how long they've taken. This is all part of your preparation. This is all part of understanding what's been accredited and what's been verified as counting as Everesting. Now, I've seen some vastly different numbers up there. I've seen some people who have done much shorter and some people who have done much longer attempts. And sometimes the shorter ones actually get approved, but I don't like that. I don't think they're all honest. But just know what's honest. Know what a proper Everesting distance and number of laps looks like for the segment that you're going to do. Now, if that segment doesn't exist, or if nobody's ever done it there, like I said earlier, you got to go to the course, you got to go to the location, and you got to create that segment. So you got to write it, save it as a segment, and then use that segment as your benchmark. Number 1. Now this one is the most important. Don't mess this up. This one's bringing a backup device or battery so that in case something goes wrong, in case your GPS dies, in case your GPS stops working, you have something else that can record. What I did is I brought a power bank and I used that by plugging it into my GPS, into my Wahoo on the front of my bike with a long USB cable. Another thing you can do is you can wear a smartwatch like a Garmin, which you might have, and get that thing recording as well as a redundancy, a duplicate, another backup. So those are the 5 things you better not get wrong when you're Everesting. Have fun, be prepared, and see you next time.